have an interesting laptop to take a look at. This is a Dell Inspiron 4100. As you can see by the model name up there. This computer is spec'd with a Pentium 3M processor. It should be Windows 2000. Somebody stuck an XP sticker on here at some point. Overall, the computer is in pretty good shape, other than the fact that the spacebar is a little busted. That's alright. It runs, obviously, Windows XP, even though it's got a Windows 2000 professional key on it, and the hard drive occasionally sounds like it's dying. But besides that, this computer is fully functional, and we're going to take a look at it today. Obviously, every laptop comes with a built-in display. Now, since this was a previous era, there's no built-in webcam. Let's take a look at the resolution of this panel. It is a... oh, shoot, just hit the camera tripod. It is a 1400 by 1050. So it's a pretty high resolution panel for back then, with 32 megs of graphics memory and a GeForce 2 Go graphics card. Yes, this does have GeForce graphics. We'll take a look at specs as well while we're on the operating system before I shut it down, so we can start checking out what the insides are. It is a Pentium 3 mobile CPU at 1.133 gigahertz or 1133 megahertz, with 1 gigabyte of RAM. So obviously somebody upgraded the RAM at some point, but it's still got the original 20 gigabyte hard drive in it, which guaranteed hasn't been upgraded at all. So let's go ahead and get this thing open and see what's inside of it. Now, taking a look at the outside of the machine, it is relatively clean for its age, and on top we have that good old Dell logo and Inspiron, and then yeah, I'm borrowing it from our IT lab at school, so it's no charger, but I have a charger for this, so that's why I was tasked to see if it works. And I figured I'd make a video while in the process. This machine is no thin and light ultrabook. It is pretty hefty. It's a sub notebook technically. So to open it, on the front there's this little button. You press that in, it opens. So let's have a look around the side here. There's your speaker, hard drive, which we'll pull out in a minute. See, you got two media card slots, which you can fold these out and then push them in, and the cards slide out. Around back, we got the power input, VGA out, USB PS2, which USB is pretty new. Ventilation fan of some sort, a dock connector, parallel, serial. There's an intake fan, which is actually just exposed on this machine, which is kind of interesting. We've got some more cooling vents. This video, Ethernet, or RJ45, and then RJ11 for modem. Microphone, headphone jack, our indicators, and an IR port, and then also another speaker grill. So that's the outside of the laptop. Let's take a look at the bottom. First thing I would like to discuss is battery and optical drive, how you get a floppy on here. So they just, you unlatch it, and it comes out. There's your battery, which is the original one, which still holds a charge. And then you also have your optical drive, which you can have a second battery, a floppy disk drive. They come out and they just use this connector to connect. So on the side there's this little panel here. Take our screw out of it. And this should just slide over this way. Should just slide up, right? Up and out. Oh, up and out, yep. And then there's our hard disk, which is a 20 gigabyte Hitachi hard drive with the adapter. Of course, most of these old laptops use that style of adapter. Then they get it back in, slide it in, make sure that's lifted up. And then once it's all the way in, lock it down. And then you can put the screw back in. Taking a look at the bottom of this machine, you can see we have one big door, which I'm going to take off right now. Might need a different size screwdriver for this. Yeah, this one will work much better. So we're going to take a peek inside of the machine. See what's under these doors. So under this one, I would expect the memory. Yep. So there's our memory. A modem card, which yes, these have a physical modem. And then there's a port which is not populated, but that is where your Wi-Fi card would go if you had built-in Wi-Fi on this machine, which this one doesn't. And if we take a look at the memory modules, these are 512 meg apiece. Oh, well, that's not helpful. Focus on this. There we go, 512 megabyte. Each DIMMs. So that's what's under that door. So we'll go ahead and seal that back up. This laptop's pretty easy to work on for some of these in the time period. Not to change a processor or anything, you would have to take it, of course, the rest of the way apart. This video isn't going to be focused on software or anything, or gaming on this or whatever, because I think we're just interested in documenting this thing. And yes, it does have a Windows 2000 product key right there, so I'm going to try to keep that out of focus. There's your exact model number and stuff if you are interested. Yeah, there it is. That's about this laptop. On the XP screen you can actually see the backlight right there is not evenly dispersed. It's got some shadows down there. Let me go ahead and get signed in so you can't see the usernames that are on this machine. You can see my name now. There we go, we're in Windows XP. So overall this is a solid laptop. I would like to take a little bit more look at it, but it's like 10 o'clock at night. I have school tomorrow, I have stuff to study for, so I really don't want to spend any more time on this project tonight. But maybe I can borrow it again and we can make a proper video on this machine and usability nowadays. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. See you guys next.